everybody, we're back with more Slay the Spire. We're on second floor. You should really watch the last episode if you haven't seen it. It sets the groundwork of how we came to have a 22 card deck with specific synergies in it. There's a lot of combat. There's a lot of thrills. There's a lot of chills. I think I would actually like to start this one. Notice we're fully healed when we go to a new floor. I don't really care about this shop with this little money. I kind of like the idea of question mark, like combat, question mark, combat, question mark, upgrade. Like, that seems like the path I want to take right now. So let's start with the middle. It's linear. It doesn't give us much choice, but I like where it's at. Okay, so it's got 14 armor. I believe that the way that this card works is it gains X armor at the end of every turn, where X is this. But every bit of damage we do to it makes it lower. So we can eventually get to the point where it's getting 0. So it's going to hit us for 12. But we're going to heal for 10 at the end of combat. So I think we should defend. And then probably bash. So we'll take 7, which still puts us over max HP. As long as we never get hit again, which is debatable, or unlikely, I should say. This time it's going to do 12. We'll upgrade every card. No brainer. We only have 3 energy in our hand, so this is actually a real easy play. We gain 5 block and upgrade all cards in our hand for the rest of combat. Excuse me, why are the remaining cards in our hand? I guess they can't get upgraded twice. I thought I was some kind of genius here. We'll use Inflame right off the bat. So we gain 3 strength immediately. And then we do Anger. And then we do Rampage. And all of a sudden, because this guy's vulnerable, he's taking a little bit more damage. He should actually take like 14 from this. 19? I was way off. Oh, every time he's hit, it reduces it by 1. So he's going to be a little bit more annoying than I originally anticipated. 66 HP. And he's going to deal 10 this turn. Alright, how are we going to handle that? Well, I would love to use Feed, but I don't think we can make it work for us on this turn. So we certainly, I think, to be honest, we probably want to metallicize, defend, and now we're in a position to strike. But a strike is not even going to be that good because his armor is irrelevant. So I think we're going to, it's not great, but I think we're going to feed to do damage and reduce his armor capacity. The thing is, we're going to be at 11 regardless. Because we're going to heal for... Oh, we're going to heal for 4, actually. Or defend for 4, I should say. Because the card has been upgraded by Apotheosis. He's going to do 10. So we're going to, again, defend. Fire breathing, and then strike. Alright, so he's on the verge of death at this point. And we're only going to have taken 4 damage over the process, which is pretty easy. He's going to deal 12 this turn, but we can just kill him. So we will. Not so bad. Get a little gold, and I do mean a little. Draw 4 cards. You cannot draw any additional cards this turn. Gain 11 block. These are all upgraded, but they shouldn't be upgraded when we finish this. Add a random attack to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Exhaust. I don't think that's good enough for us with our deck. Gain 11 block and draw a card seems very useful. So does Battle Trance, but it might cost 1. And this is only going to give us 8 block, but I still think it's worth it. It's only going to give us 8 because those cards were looking like they were upgraded. Scaling the city, you notice a wall covered in the writing of ancients. As you try to wrap your head around what the puzzling symbols and glyphs could mean, the writing begins to glow. Suddenly, the message becomes clear. If I was going to remove a card from my deck, it would be a strike or a defend, honestly, because they're our lowest value cards, I think. So instead, I'm going to upgrade every single one of them. So they're all going to deal 8 damage or block for 9 right now. That's extremely good. But the enemies are becoming stronger as well, so it makes sense. In an abandoned temple, you find a giant book, open, riddled with cryptic writings. As you try to interpret the elaborate script, it begins to shift and morph into writing you're familiar with. It might be a bad idea, I might curse us, but let's read it. Odd! The book seems to be about an ancient named Niao. This piques your interest, but you have a general feeling of malaise. Continue. The Ancient of Resurrection, Niao, was exiled to the bottom of the spire. You feel compelled to read more, but your body begins to ache. I'll keep going for a little bit. Seeking vengeance, Niao blesses outsiders, using them for his own purposes. You are starting to feel very weak and tired. Continue. Then, Those resurrected by Niao remember only fragments of their past selves, cursed to fight for eternity. As you near the final page, your old wounds begin to reopen. Let's take the book and lose 10 HP. Upon finishing, start each combat with a random power in your hand. It costs 0 to play. That seems exceptionally good. Upon finishing the tome, you decide to take it with you. With proof in hand, will you retain your memories? Well, we'll find out. 0 energy powers at the start of each turn seems awesome. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. What are you using, a debuff? Powerful negative effect? Dude, first off, whenever a card's exhausted, draw a card. But now we can afford to use Demon Form because he's just going for a debuff. So we're going to gain a ridiculous amount of strength. Suffer. No wounds, please. Hex. Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 Dazed into your deck. Well, I would like to gain 8 block, unfortunately. Sorry that I have to shuffle a Daze in there. Certainly will hit you. Certainly will strike you. I don't want to use Feed, even though this does give me an exhaust. I'd rather go for the chance for it to give us more max HP. So we are going to take 10 damage. We're going to heal 10 when the mission ends, or when the combat ends, but it's up to us to not take any more damage. Upgrade a card in your hand. That's right. Not all cards. Well, we're going to be hit for 10 for sure, and there's nothing we can do about it. Well, no, we're going to be hit for 5. That's fair. Let's upgrade Rampage. We should have gained 2 strength before we did it. That's a poor order. We're not going to die, but this enemy could cripple us enough that life becomes a little bit more dangerous, admittedly. So we got 2 Dazes in our hand. Let's copy Metallicize. Whoops. I know. And then we'll play 2 Metallicize. This way we never have to block again. Are we slowly filling our deck with Dazes? Yes. But I'm not thrilled about that, but, you know, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. All right, you're going to do 19 damage. I hate that. Upgrade all cards, please. Thank you. We're going to use Reaper, which will heal us for 11. And deal 11 damage to you. And then we're going to defend, so that we block a little bit out of this. But we are, our hand is full of Dazes at this point. I'm starting to get a little afraid. No Daze, please. Hey, Bash, that's something. We continue to just get more and more vulnerable, or vulnerable for longer and longer. Look at this card draw, dude. Bludgeon is not going to kill you. That makes me mildly upset. We can block 19 damage. It would be something like, do we have any zeros? No, we don't. Let's shrug it off. And we're going to hope for an anger card, which we did not get. At some point, we got to deal damage, though. And I think it's going to be via a bash right now. I mean, strike does 15. Bash only does 16. So maybe we should strike defend, then. That way, we're not going to take any extra damage here. We got quite the puzzle going on. Lots of status effects. We continue to be made vulnerable. Okay, we got some okay stuff. Gain 5 block, upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat, but many of them, in fact all of them, are already upgraded, so... Oh, we should just go all-out attack this turn. 17. 15. Nothing else, huh? Well, I mean... we shouldn't have even played it, because just... Oh, no, we shouldn't have played it, that's right, because it just gave us, extra dazed. Not that it matters because we're like we cannot not kill the enemy on this turn, but dude, that was cumbersome. I'm surprised our HP is still relatively good. Gain energy, lose HP. A little scary at this point. Deal damage current to your block. Deal damage equal to your current block. Doesn't seem that good for our build. An extra rampage seems pretty solid. Probably this. I don't think we want to go for an elite enemy right now. Navigating an unlit street, you come across several hooded figures in the midst of some dark ritual. As you approach, they turn to you in an eerie unison. The tallest among them bears fanged teeth and extends a long, pale hand towards you. Join us, brother, and feel the warmth of the spire. So we can become a vampire. We'll lose 24 HP. So we'll go to 56. But all of our strikes become bites, which is actually bad. Like, the healing is nice, but they do less damage, and we lose max HP. So I'm going to refuse for now. You step back and raise your weapon in defiance of the tall figure's size. Very well, the entire group of hooded figures morph into a thick black fog that flows away from you, where you are alone once more. You might be upset by my choice there. I'm going to stand by it. And I'm not going to heal yet. I'm going to upgrade a card in our deck. What do we want? There's not that many cards to upgrade anymore. I think maybe upgrading feed is better. It's so situational, though. Gaining 4 block per turn, it could make a difference. Actually, this is way better. Upgrading all cards in your hand for the rest of combat before we draw Apotheosis seems like completely advisable for us. Now, it would have been good to heal, but I thought an upgrade is more valuable. Snecko, huh? Powerful negative effect. I'm not afraid, because we start with a power that costs 0, so we're going to gain some strength. Why are these upgraded to begin with? Maybe because I already upgraded them in our deck. So we'll use Armaments, which only helps Bash in this situation, but we'll then use Bash because it creates a vulnerability, and then we'll use Anger because we're just getting debuffed next turn. Ooh, we have a Confusion effects. I've never seen it, I think. Whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. You're going to deal 8, huh? Well, as much as I am loath to do this, sure, I'll meet you halfway. You deal 8, I heal 8. Or block 8, rather. It does create vulnerable, so you win that round, mister. But check this out. We have no blocks, but we do get Demon Form. We do get Reaper, which is going to heal us for 6 to begin with. And we do get Rampage, which is going to deal a lot of damage. And I don't think I'm going to use Feed. I'm going to rely on Feed maybe showing up later. We don't have the energy to play an attack here. We're vulnerable again. He's going to attack for 12. He's no longer vulnerable. Wow, this one sucks. We're going to play Apotheosis for sure. And then I guess we're going to shrug it off and only take 1 day. Oh, let's go. Clutch draw. We top decked a 0 mana or 0 energy defense card. Lucky us. So we didn't take any damage. Dude. So it turns out this guy screwed himself. 1 energy bludgeon, followed by that, and we're healing. Swift Potion gives us card draw, and I do like Armaments, but if we have Apotheosis, we don't need 2 Armaments, because all the cards are going to be upgraded already. Exhaust 1 card. We don't have that synergy anymore, huh? Exhaust 1 card, draw 3 cards. Not necessarily bad. Why are you already upgraded? That's weird. Deal 9 damage, draw a card is good. I think that's worth it, but Burning Pact Plus. Exhaust 1 card, draw 3 cards. We could exhaust a card we don't like, is the thing, and then we draw 3. I'm a simple man. Give me the Pommel Strike for now. I think we're going to upgrade another card, because our healing is fine right now. And, I mean, I don't know what you upgrade at this point. Can we upgrade something that becomes 0 mana? Like, Rampage we've already done. Reaper doesn't get that much better against single targets. Pommel Strike does. That's drawing an extra card is way better than dealing a little extra damage. Demon Form, sure, it'll add up faster, but that doesn't seem that valuable. Bludgeon, sure, I could see it. Let's gain 2 strength, not gain 2 strength every turn. Yeah, I think Pommel Strike actually gets the advantage here. Even though we just got it, or maybe because we just got it. Thread and Needle. At the start of each combat, gain 5 plated armor. So we actually gain 5 armor per turn, but every time we get hit, it takes away 1. So if we get hit 5 times, not for 5 damage, but 5 times, then that hurts us. I think we're actually equipped to try to fight the elite enemy. And I might end up regretting this, but if it works, we get another relic. And I think this is how you get stronger as the run goes on. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. We're going to play it, but I think it's worth nothing for us. You guys are doing way too much damage too early here. So we're going to metallicize. We're going to defend. That's going to block 11. And then we're also going to get 5 from the plated armor. So that's going to block 16. But then we're probably going to be hit 3 times. Which will mean that we're only going to gain 2 armor next time. And we're going to take some damage in the process. And this guy does 2 attacks per turn. So I almost feel like he's the most pressing one to take out. Even though his HP is also the highest. We're actually only going to be hit by 2 enemies. So we're going to gain 3 armor next turn. We also gained a wound. Only 1 though. Okay. Armaments is really good. So I think we start with armaments. Gain 5 block, upgrade all cards in our hand. 10 damage, 2 card draw. You're dealing 22, huh? I think I'd rather get our block up. And then we don't want to do a pommel strike. Because the card draw is irrelevant. We'd rather just gain 3 strength overall, I think. So we're still going to get hit once. Yeah. But we've gotten a permanent buff here, so I'm happy. We are getting weakened. We got a wound. No, we did not get hit once. My math is way off. Okay. This is fine. Let's create a copy of an attack or power card. Copy our 0 energy fire breathing. One day we're going to get to attack. We're going to play 2 fire breathing powers here. And then we're going to defend twice. And this turn is going to hurt us, by the way. But one day, we're going to start doing a lot of damage to these guys. I promise you that. Alright, we got to get ahead of the curve here. We got problems. We got 2 rampages and a Reaper. Reaper is going to heal us for 15. I think that's great. Let's start with that. I think we're still going to get hit twice, but I don't think there's much we can do about it. I mean, you defend once, and then you know that these guys are going to get hit for a little bit more when it finishes. Or you try to whittle one down and accept the 19 damage. I don't know. I don't want to accept 19 damage. Oh, we're only going to get hit once, right? Because we have the power that causes us to get the extra block at the end of the turn. That's correct. But we're very close to running out of our plated armor. Okay, what's Entangle? You cannot play attacks for 1 turn. Well, so what else is new? So we'll use Apotheosis, of course, and then all we have are attacks. So we will draw 3 cards and hope we get some blocks in there. Wow, that's horrible. They're all attacks. We're in a really, really tight spot. We're going to be at 17 HP. Okay. Gain 11 block, draw a card. Armaments. They're already upgraded, so we don't need to do this if a defend will do the job. They're going to do 22 damage, but we are also gaining 3 per turn. So this takes us to 19. We're at 22. 7, 7, 8. That is 22. So we can rampage here. They all take extra damage from our power, and we finally had a turn where we got ahead of the curve. We continue to get weakened. We continue to add wounds. Continue to get vulnerable. How much damage this turn? That's too much. I think we're literally dead. We're dead. There's actually nothing I can do about it. Yeah. First attack not gonna kill us. Second attack definitely gonna kill us. You know what? That's what I get for being a little cocky, I guess. Did we get unlocks? We did get an unlock. But yeah, it's a nasty way to go. We get to choose a card. Double your strength but exhaust. That seems great. If an enemy attempts to attack, gain 3 strength. That also seems great. Deal 14 damage. Strength affects Heavy Blade 3 times. Whoa. So the higher your strength, it gets triply applied in triplicate. Okay. Sure, that seems cool. Let's go. Oh, we get all of them, actually. We don't choose one. My mistake. Well, that's going to do it for our first run in Slay the Spire. We're going to come back and play as our rogue class next, this poison class right here. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode and our first excursion into the dungeon here. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.